UConn has set the ambitious goal of attaining carbon neutrality by 2030 and will be carbon zero by 2040. We have made great strides toward those goals, including the installation of the state-of-the-art fuel cells at the Depot campus in 2022 and the additional of 8 more fuel cells that will soon come online at UConn Storrs.
Fuel cell is a way to make electrical energy without a combustion process. This allows us to lower the amount of emissions that are generated by the unit. If you take a look, this is a very small area, but we're producing over 440 kilowatts of power, which is sufficient to support our entire Depot campus.
So 440 kilowatt for such a small footprint. What are the other benefits of the fuel cells?
One of the key things about this is the high reliability and the great capacity factor. And capacity factor is how often the unit can produce the power that we require.
Literally, fuel cell is a battery with external fuel. So battery, as we know, everything is packed in a small volume. However, fuel cell can be used to power a system with almost infinite amount of time, and if we can provide the fuels.
Can this system be powered on the hydrogen, pure hydrogen, if we have the means to produce the clean hydrogen?
This fuel cell can use a variety of fuels. Hydrogen will be the best fuel.
This is a great schematic of what we have inside.
We come in with our hydrogen, it enters a fuel cell, right, and produces the usable heat is going to come out of the electrochemical reaction. It's an exothermic reaction, and that'll produce the DC power. Our DC power then goes out and gets converted into AC power through the rectifier unit. When we go to hydrogen, we'll be running on 100% hydrogen, zero emissions. Now, one of the key things are the public-private partnerships. We recently entered into master lease agreements that allows us to work with 2 of the major fuel cell firms located right here in Connecticut. That's Fuel Cell Energy and Hyaxium.
There has to be collaboration between university and industry to be successful and be more sustainable.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about the collaboration we have upcoming, and that's we're going to deploy 4 of our 250 kilowatt solid oxide fuel cells right here at the IPB, and that's going to provide power to this facility. It's going to provide thermal energy to this facility. And then when ready, that same platform will be able to use 100% hydrogen to power that platform.
We have existing natural gas infrastructure. So how you move the hydrogen from source of where you generate to where are the end users?
We can begin to blend hydrogen into that pipeline infrastructure and actually bring down the carbon intensity of natural gas even further than where natural gas is today. And we think ultimately, as we begin to produce hydrogen, put the infrastructure in place, hydrogen will be a core fuel for baseload power generation, and we'll be able to do that without carbon emissions. And so partnering with UConn to deliver these technologies and to do that in an academic environment where we can work on the technology together and we can get really smart young people excited about being a part of it. That's how we really get this to be a multiplier effect.
Connecticut is well primed, being between 2 large metropolitan areas, to be this fertile ground for some of this innovation through startup companies.
Because we have 60,000 applications this year alone, so to UConn, so imagine how many families and potential young, bright people are coming to this university when they see that during their education as an undergraduate, they will have opportunity to work on something that is inspiring. And young people are very much moved about sustainability. They want to be responsible citizens. They want to go away from fossil fuels. And this is the future.